It's not about being noticed. It's about being remembered. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what do we got going on tonight with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? We're up again, looking at green, hanging out at 11,200 and something, sliding sideways. People are sitting here expecting us to break out pretty soon, maybe in the next day or two, one way or the other, depending on who you are, and what you're in the market for. It'll tell you where to go. But you know what I can tell you? I can tell you I'm Eugene, and I got my co-host Sammy over here on the sideline.
Ah, good evening, everyone.
And we invested in cryptocurrency 4 years ago.
3 3/4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the choices were to save, invest in stocks, bonds, things like that. But we're not what you call high earners.
No, yes. We had already tried to nest egg fiat through paychecks, and that didn't work either. Before thinking, should we do stocks? Should we do this? Yes.
So when we started thinking that we want to retire and that we'd like more than, I don't know, just a trailer in Florida in the woods. Maybe a little bit of traveling. Those things in retirement, that's with the rate of inflation. And now we see it getting worse. Impossible. But saving in Bitcoin is real. If fiat goes down, a couple $1,000s slowly added over 10 years, 20 years, that could change your life. That could give you the retirement that you want. That could give you money to help your children do those things you couldn't do. And it's not a matter of trying to convince people, get involved here or get involved there, trying to earn extra money. It's the ideal of, what's the market cap today? $333 billion. It was $100 billion when we got into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The whole space has gone up. Is the price of Bitcoin going to go up? Yes, of course. The price of Bitcoin has always gone up. It may not go up when you want it to. It may not go up as fast as you think it's gonna. But you're human. You have intentions and desires and all these things. Bitcoin's just looking to change the world.
I know, I'm going to sound Adam Meistery, but I value Bitcoin a lot more than fiat. There was a time when I thought it was equal. I mean, and that is when we look back and go, oh my God, but no,
But that comes with the test of time where you see the price of Bitcoin leave a realm of physical fiat and go to another realm. When we've seen it leave the $1,000 and has gone up to the $10,000 area and stayed, pretty well there, the amount of Bitcoin that you can achieve for a week's pay is extremely different.
Yeah, I know.
And that's where you're starting to realize that Bitcoin has so much more value than fiat. Because if you can save it, it's not a matter of where's it going to be in a month. It's a matter of what will a little bit be in 10, 20 years, especially the quicker things crumble. See, that's what sets the pace. Is, at first it was hard. It seemed like everything was going fine. But as things become worse, we see the price of stores of value, such as gold and silver now, and Bitcoin, go up. And this is what we've always talked about with Bitcoin, is the hard asset of it. All right. What do we got going on over there? Who's in the chat? What are you guys thinking? How are you feeling about Bitcoin? Where do you think we're going to be going? Are we going to be shooting to the moon? Do we got to come down and fill that CME gap? Price is going to be what the price is going to be, right?
We got Zaza.
Zaza, nice, buddy.
We got Just Learned Bitcoin. Daniel. Hola, everyone.
Daniel,
Hola,
I hope you're doing good. We care about you greatly down there in Mexico. Take care of yourself.
Take all your medication. Oh, God, right? Oh, okay. Zaza said the connection is spotty. Okay, so our Ether cable is not being cooperative. And we are working off of Wi-Fi-ness, which is even worse in the woods.
Fix it?
Nope. No, you might have to bite the bullet, man. Buy yourself another 300-foot Ether cable.
Because we leave it outdoors.
So we are very sorry. Hopefully this works good enough. On the upside, YouTube has not told me like, hey, our connection is, spotty and retrying. So it's a little bit better than that. Okay. Oh, Zaza also says that UK Brian says hello. He has bestowed me with the task of saying hi when he is sleeping.
Well, tell Brian we said hello. We appreciate his comments. We watch where we read them later on when he posts them.
And we watch his videos, some of them. Yes.
We should start commenting more.
We should. See,
the problem is we watch on the big television and it's not signed into a profile. It makes it hard. You click the button, it tells you gotta sign into a Google account.
And this is also the one when the TV doesn't like our old tower and doesn't apparently register when we're in chats and things.
So not really a lot of news. I mean, there's a few things when you want to talk about Ledger, right? I mean, everyone's talking about stable coins because we're seeing the big growth over there with them. And I mean, can't really tell which way it's going to go. Is it going to help lead us to a pump? Is it going to be people selling Bitcoin and going back into a stable coin? Because I mean, we know that's how these things go.
How they can go. Yeah.
I mean, but we got to get new fiat in here in order to get the price to go up. And it comes in through these stable coins. I think that people have made a lot more peace with Tether than what they used to. I remember Tether news used to help drive the price. And now it seems like people could care less. It's a lot like the dollar bill. Oh, yeah, it's worth $1. Like, they're all fake.
Beaky obviously does not have a lot of faith in Tether. You're not a Tetherin? No, that can't be a word.
Well, they got USDC now, right?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I just, I understand what stable coins are. I just don't know if I like them all that much. But I mean, everybody and their mother is going to make one. So it doesn't really matter what my opinion is. It's just like the Turdunkins and everything else. Okay. So Zaza's asking if Dan about Rocky say that he sold all his Bitcoin. No. And then Dad says, no, I doubt that. Rocky wouldn't do that. Now everybody needs to go find out if Rocky actually sold all of his Bitcoin. Okay, people? We need to know.
I mean, I think it's another one of these situations that we're sitting here and we're looking at the price of Bitcoin. And I mean, yes, we could slide backwards. I mean, whether or not we slide back to the CME futures gap, or if it's just, a pullback to like 10,000 something, healthy retracement's good. We can't just keep going up and up and up forever.
I mean, I
think 12,000 for the next stepping stone. Yes. I mean, it's not bad as long as we continue to consolidate there for a little bit. I mean, I know that these gains are what bring the public in, and these are always great, especially since we're sitting at the cusp of all these hedge funds, institutional investors, blah, 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 out there buying OTC, not really affecting the price. The price going up will bring more of that as well. So that's bigger money coming into the space. And when we talk about fiat pouring into the space, it's not these people out here making under $40,000 a year. I mean, unfortunately, this is who needs Bitcoin and this is what Bitcoin is for. But the fiat that we need to come in here to get the price up to $100,000 to really get everybody noticing this is going to have to come from the traditional markets. Right. And the traditional markets aren't going to come here unless they think that they can use it to their benefit or control it or tame it or manipulate it. And I mean, when you're looking at, stock markets and all of that going down and, people are what Goldman Sachs is saying to question whether or not the dollar bill is going to be the reserve currency. Bitcoin becomes more appealing. You start to see cryptocurrencies and 10% gains and volatilities. Yeah, I mean, that's the money they need and want to be making.
I mean, I'm still confused on how we became the world currency. Like, that everybody wanted US dollar bills but whatever. Yep, it has happened.
You get a really big army.
Yep. You send a lot of contracts. No, if you sign here, yep, all the rice, man. USD. Yes. All right.
So what do we got going on in the chat? What's everybody thinking?
No.
Nothing? Silence out there. All right. Well, I do have a little bit more here. I was going to be talking about the ledger. We've seen it. I know everyone else was mentioning it as well.
Yeah.
And it pretty much the jumping off point.
It's a little scary, okay? Everybody thinks, what? Ledger hack.
Yeah, and I mean, that's where I would say the jumping off point to continue a conversation would be is, we see the scams increasing, right? Like we've all talked about the Binance and the, send this much Ether Bitcoin and get twice as much back. And on YouTube, on Twitter, everywhere. But going the next level to actually get a list, because, when only 2.5% of the population is holding Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and then you have, we've seen from the Twitter.
Why would you be buying a ledger if you did not hold these things?
And then we're seeing the third parties are protecting the lemmings, to not send off their cryptocurrency. So when you go and you tack ledger like this, you're getting a list of 9,500 people that are now targets.
In the last 2 years, that apparently was in their purchase client listness. Truth Monster's here. Hello.
Truth Monster. Nice.
Says, what's up, freedom fighters?
Just trying to talk about the news, trying to keep the revolution going. Of course, around here, we love it when you guys conversate with us and let us know what you got going on. That's the main point of why Samantha's here.
It is.
As always, hitting the thumbs up, sharing this video out. It helps out, the YouTube algorithm know what we got going on here. As I like to tell you guys, we're a not-for-profit organization. Anything we raise around here in the super chats or the ad revenue, or sometimes I put Bitcoin donational addresses down below, it doesn't go back to this channel. We have a bus now, and we like to get out there to EDM festivals. We pass out Bitcoin flyers. We like to turn people onto Bitcoin because this peer-to-peer digital revolution, I mean, it's not going to happen if we all sit home and stare at the price, right? We have to go out there. We have to turn new people onto this, and it's not always about making money.
Making a difference, right, Beaky?
Right, Beaky's all about it.
I know, man. Beaky's feisty.
I mean, he hobbled all the way over here on his one leg today, so he was definitely wanting to get in on the show.
Yes, he is determined. I love you, Beakies. Yes, I mean, okay. So 2 days ago, I got a letter personally. I mean, it's all loveliness, but I worked for 7-Eleven, the corporation for... I mean,
that must have been 8 years ago.
Yeah, it was definitely a minute. It has not been, I wouldn't say a decade, but real close. It's a while. But it was like Milligan Corporation giving me the nice little heads up that they had a ransomware attack. And that all of their information, which apparently included mine, was apparently up for free market. We'll just go with that. And they were just letting me know that, sorry, but I mean, I didn't actually have health insurance with them or anything of that nature. So the most they would have gotten was literally whatever you turn in when you apply. But yep, same kind of thing. They definitely had my name, my address, my phone number. Yep. And it's I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of scams out there. There is a lot of shady people. There is a lot of people who are trying to do whatever they can.
Well, it's always a matter of perspective, right? I like to say that one a lot around here. But stop and think about it a little differently. If you make your morals a little bit in the gray area, and you say, I mean, they're the criminals with the dollar bill, with the way that they treat us, the way that it's produced, the way that they control it. Right? I mean, credit scores, they only work for people who have money, right? Not the people that actually need credit. So what happens if you actually steal someone's credit?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and you use it, and you get a few free items.
Like, where you going? Like, yeah, what's the end game
So
really
the
now?
big corporation has to eat the cost, right?
Yeah.
The person doesn't actually end up getting hurt, really, right?
Well, I mean, we've all watched the identity theft movie-ness, okay? So sometimes I guess it is hard to. I don't see. That's what I'm saying. Like, it is a fine identity theft. Me, I literally. I mean, but I mean, I don't know, because yes, it is kind of a victimless crime, and that's where a lot of people kind of fall okay with it, because you should be able to claim fraud and protection stuff on your end, and then they impersonated you for like a week, like just enough to get a rent-a-center room set or something, you know.
I mean, it's just when the game's rigged, playing by their rules is, you know, the beginner for suckers, right? I mean, once you start saying, oh yes, I want to play by your credit score, tell me how to get it up there so that you'll loan me more money. Oh, how you want me to go to this 9-to-5 job. Oh, and I should start donating to which pension plan. You're going to end up a loser, because they're not going to tell you what the right way is, right? They're going to keep that for themselves, and they're going to feed you along the way so that you keep working and make them money, right? That's what we've seen all along with the system. Right, that's why we sit here and we talk about switching people out of the fiat system and into the cryptocurrency system, into the Bitcoin and blockchain, because it's completely decentralized. It's not out to get one up on you. It's not here to print $100 and give you 10 while it puts 90 in its pocket.
All right. Zoza says that all the 7-Elevens are gone from around here. Oh, that he'd love going to getting the Slurpees and reading the comics when he was a kid. Oh. I mean, I personally do like the Slurpees, okay? I'm a Slurpee. They also have a lot of Hello Kitty oriented food in there at different times. And there are absolutely no 7-Elevens around here.
Yeah, all Circle K's.
Yep, Circle K's and Sunoco's and Mobiles. Not fun. Not fun. All right, Daniel says, someone I know in the U.S. got their social security number stolen over the phone. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, that is why you never, right? I don't know. I wouldn't tell anybody.
I know that I allowed someone to look at my credit. And like 30 minutes later, Credit Karma was emailing me to let me know that my credit score had, taken a hit because somebody had looked at it. So, I mean, this stuff is pretty well monitored and locked down. So it's not like it's easy, right? It's not like these criminals are just getting spoon-fed, millions of dollars. They really got to figure it out. They really have to work at it. I mean, I don't know. I can just see not wanting to participate in the system, right? If money's all fake, right? Why do I have to go and work so hard for it? I learned cryptocurrency. We're opting out of the system instead of people that are looking to undermine the system, right? Because that's what they're doing.
All right. Rocky, who we were talking about earlier, is here. He says
nice.
that
Thanks for joining us.
That him and Daniel need to talk, and that everyone needs to watch tomorrow's UK Bitcoin Masters show. Tomorrow. Watch it. Everybody needs to. So We'll find out. We'll find out if it's good, bad, or in between news. Yep. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun. I didn't really have much going on. I mean, we see everyone's waiting for the end of the month, right? To see the close on the candle.
Yep. I mean, everybody's in anticipation. I do like it when it goes up, because everybody gets feisty in the good way. When it goes down, everybody gets feisty in the panic way. And it's like never. As soon as it goes up, everybody has an opinion.
We're still following stock flow, right? Nothing. And that's always the thing, is that if you always step back and you take a look at it, everything's always fine. Everything's always good for Bitcoin.
I mean, it is. And you did step back. Look at you. I don't know. I'm not worried. I don't know if that means that I am naive or if that I am like Zen. I don't know which one it is, but yes, I feel that no matter what.
From there, the next question is going to be, is that what over the next 18 months, do you think that the price of Bitcoin is going to shoot up past $20,000 and touch maybe a peak of 50? Because I would say that would be our next expected range. Do you think that we're going to have that kind of a bull market in the next 18 months? Like, do you think that we are set up because
Dude,
of the
I wanna say
happening,
yes.
because of the decline of the dollar bill, because of the acceptance of digital money in an emerging future?
No, when the banks and the blah blah blah. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I
Maybe
mean, when you got a lot of people fighting to have Tesla cars that are electric, I mean, the acceptance of, right? Well,
Yeah,
10 years
right,
ago,
right.
saying that you were going to have an electric car, you're talking about 1 in 10,000 people. Now,
Yeah, that's true.
we see Teslas all the time.
Dude, it's like 1 in 20 or something. Yes.
So Bitcoin as a currency or a store of value is a lot more accepted. Like, people are understanding and wrapping their mind around it. People of all ages.
That is true.
So do you see that bull run in 18 months?
I want to say yes, but I mean, I want to say yes, but I am definitely not.
Well, I mean, this is
The
why
one
we're
to
talking the
listen
way that we're
to.
talking, is that we're on the cusp here. You know, we've crossed over 10K finally. We've waited the duration after the happening. We are seeing trouble with the financial markets because of the quantitative easing and the printing. And I mean, what we're talking about right now, whether or not unemployment is going to continue to receive $600 extra a week,
If you're
or they're going
going
to
to
drop
get
it to
another
2.
stimulus check,
I
if
mean,
there is going to be, yes.
That's quite a bit of money. I mean, here in Florida, a standard eeny, meeny, miny, mo job, you're bringing home $300 to $400 a week.
Yeah, and that's good. That's with you working
yes,
all the
these
hours.
people are receiving, but
Yeah.
I think Florida opted out of the
But they
extra.
did.
But it would have just completely disincentivized people in Florida from going
No
back
one
to
would have
work.
ever went back. They would have all been living the salt life. Okay, like no one, no one would be working. I know.
So much bush beer at the beach.
God, we're all degenerates. I know. That's what they like to show us on the news, because it is just like, do you want to see an 80s college movie? Here you go.
Florida.
Nope, right now. Like literally 20 minutes ago. Yep, this is happening.
So we're going camping this weekend.
We are.
With our friend Kristen.
Mm-hmm.
Over in the Ocala National Forest.
Yep.
I don't know.
It's free camping. There's lots of things.
What's today?
Wednesday, I think.
So we won't be here for Saturday. Our next show would probably be either Sunday night or Monday, which is off from our standard routine. I do want to apologize in advance for that.
I mean, I doubt I've drove through we will not have any kind of service at all. Because I was thinking maybe we could, but on the fly, but no, because like there is like nothing. Like I hope if need be 911 will be like capable of being reached. I don't know, you're going to take your truck, so we should be good.
So, anything else, Samantha?
Well, Zaza says that he thinks that 50K is a low target, so you should be going up. And Sci-Flyer is here, says good afternoon from LA. Hello,
nice,
Sci-Flyer.
Glad to see you making it. Being conservative, right? I mean, if we could maintain 50K, that would be awesome. But
that would be awesome.
The problem is that hopefully this bull run will be not like the other ones. Maybe there won't be as much hype. Maybe it won't be so much of a pump with such a retracement, because it hurt the cryptocurrency market so bad, I think. You know, it washed a lot of people out. It made people unenthusiastic about it. It allowed the people that were to work hard for the last couple years and build up what we have now. But another flush out like that, it just sounds like a lot to have to go through when I'm only a human, right? I mean, if I live forever, then yeah, bring it on. We'll make Bitcoin twice as strong by another one.
Dude, just bring the cycle around. It's fine. We'll make it another. I mean, how long have that? We got like at least 3 more 5-year cycle somethings that we could go through. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Samantha wants it like that.
Yeah, sure.
So we'll take 100K.
Vicious cycle.
200K.
Around and around.
250K. We'll pull some profit from it, just a little bit, and then we'll come slamming all the way back down to like 35, 40.
Who cares?
Buy back in again.
Value your wealth in Bitcoin.
Oh. All right, you guys. I appreciate you guys coming out here and hanging out with us this evening. It means a lot to us, right? You guys are our best friends. This is the only time we really get to be ourselves, act like ourselves, talk about what our real destinations are.
All right, Beaky. And apparently the only time our turkey gets to have interaction with anyone.
Hey, he's like, if the whole world's listening, I'm going to be heard.
Are you on the internet right now? Yes, I got you. Oh, MS Biddy, Mike, no!
Mike, nice. I'm glad that you can make it.
No, I just showed up and you're done.
That's how it always seems to go.
Sorry.
I don't know. It's like I wait in the beginning, but I don't think there's enough waiting.
I don't think there's.
But that's
enough
why everybody
waiting.
else, you always see they start the show and then they have the screen for like
that's why
10
the
minutes.
webcam girls like sit there and put their makeup on for 45 minutes to bring everybody in. It's all the same kind of thing. You got to really get them waiting.
I don't know.
Watching the boredom. You want to do some like yard work for a little while before then say the quote?
Yeah, but I don't know, because I'm early. I am a first person to show up. I wouldn't want to sit there. I hate sitting there watching for 3 to 5 minutes for them to like click off of the screen and actually start talking. It's like, oh man, why did you start the show if you weren't ready?
That's true. Just like, what was the one dude who said like, oh, too long of an awkward pause? And it's like, no, that's what we're going for is awkward pause. Oh, you gotta love it. All right. Oh, Mike is sad.
Sorry,
I am
Mike.
sad too, Mike. It is okay. He says that someone needs to text him when we come on. Right? We need a Bitcoin and Coffee like social secretary.
Well, I mean, you can follow the Twitter, you can follow the Facebook. I do post it to there. They should be push notifying as well. I know that Paul Rouleau and Josh are our best friends over there on Facebook because they're one of the few that follow us. And Katie, of course.
Yes. Rocky asks, how do I know what the webcam girls do? I don't know, Rocky. How do you know? And Truth Monster is drinking vodka on the rocks with a splash of cran. Nice. Look at you with your sophisticated.
You have whiskey over there, right?
I have actually some Apple Bird Dog whiskey. Yeah, nice. And Coke. Because,
all right, you guys. Be happy where we are, right? It's not often you can stand at the edge, right? It's like we're standing at the edge. We all know Bitcoin's going up. We all know that the future will be better for it and the people that hold it. We're looking towards 12K, knowing that we're going to be getting there sooner rather than later and beyond, right? We all have nice bags. I think that now that we're standing here, it is just a matter of trying to turn more people on, right? While we get ready to sow the oats of what Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is going to do, and the dollar bill is going to fail people, and they're going to ask more and more questions. So us as the leaders learning as much as we have already, it is our responsibility to go back and give out to the community, right? We're all going to have our own different ways of doing that. You dying? We're all going to have different ways of doing that. Bitcoin, it's very diverse, right? It has lots of different facets for everyone, and they all need to be explained to different people in different ways. That's been one of the greatest challenges of all of this, is trying to get out there and talk to so many different people and finding what are the key things about Bitcoin that actually turn different people on. You know, for me, it was the decentralization. It was the depowering of the government. It was the revolution. Some people, it is the fact that they control their money and the transaction's a push and not a pull. Some people like the borderlessness of it, the privacy. So whatever it is, just try to tell someone else about it.
Where are we at? All right. So Rocky says he does not know what webcam girls do. So I can enlighten you, bro. Not a problem. And MS Biddy says, Mike asks, do we raise quails? I have button quails, like Chinese button quails, and you used to have the cornix,
but not anymore.
Oh, and yes, our connection is crappy. It is on Wi-Fi because MS Biddy. Yeah. Mike just asked, is it blurry for everybody else? It is probably, yes. Our child does not get on it he knows that he will die like the wrath of death if he is using the Wi-Fi. But it doesn't really matter.
All
We're
right,
still
Samantha,
in the woods.
let's go ahead and wrap this one up.
Oh, wait. Mike says, does anyone want some quail eggs for hatching? He'll send them. What kind of quail are you talking about, Mike?
The hatch rate of eggs through the mail is always so horrible. It's usually 1 out of 6 is usually the standard. 1 out of 4 make it.
Ooh, okay. I have Celadons, Celedon. I actually don't know. Oh, are those funky ones? And silver. Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna go Google what your quails look like, Mike.
She wants the ones with the little dingles.
Oh my God, the dingle ones. I like everything with dingles, like for real. And Daniel says just buy an ostrich. He wants an emu.
I do want an emu.
Yeah, he does. He wants an emu.
All right, you guys. Take care of each other. Have a great night. Stay safe. And be happy that you got so much Bitcoin. Later, guys.
Bye, guys.